Hi, it's Deborah. Today I'm going to talk to you about what attracts a quality woman to a quality man. Let's get into that. I'm going to focus on a quality feminine woman. A quality feminine woman is a woman who doesn't define herself by her job, her money, or her materialistic things, what she brings to the table. She's a woman that is definitely confident. She's one of those women who's like a Proverb 31 woman. She definitely makes her own investments. She's the kind of woman that will work hard, be educated or not, but definitely someone who can take care of herself. But she doesn't lead with that. She's the kind of woman that values family. She values the her ability to carry herself in a very feminine way. She really takes care of herself, and she enjoys a very masculine type man. And this woman, she has a lot of respect for herself, and she only likes to be with a man who she can respect. Those top six character traits that they look for. Number one, let's get into that. One of the first ones is, I took notes so that I wouldn't forget or leave anything out. One of the first things that a quality feminine woman looks for, she looks for a man who's independent, a man who has his own purpose. A man who's independent, who has his own purpose in life, he will feel more whole and complete, even if he's in the midst of trying to accomplish his task, accomplish his purpose in life. Because purpose is not something that is a destination; it's a journey. But that type of woman would want a man who is about the business of taking care of himself, and has a real purpose in life, where it's not just living just for her, but he's living for not only just for himself, but he's making preparations for the direction that God has for him in his life. It keeps him whole and filled. And so, in being independent, he's not looking for a woman to take care of him. So that's really important and a really important attribute in being a quality man, or being an independent, and attracting that type of woman. Because there are men out there that are not necessarily independent, but they're looking for a woman to take care of them, to help them get to the next level. It's nothing wrong with trying to build a little bit together if that is the woman is the type of woman that you want. But a lot of times when men go after a woman who is helping them to build, there's always an element where that's more like masculine energy. Men are providers. Naturally, the people that go out and go out in the world, and provide and make a way for their wife and family. It's a part of them feeling and give them a sense of pride. And they look for women who are not trying to be their competition. And a feminine woman, she's not trying to compete with her man. It's not important for her. It's extremely important for her to define herself by her career, because she knows she's not her career and is not who she is. Now, the second one is honesty. No quality woman wants to be with a man who she doesn't feel like they can have an honest conversation, an honest relationship, or an honest foundation. All good relationships and strong relationships are built on honesty. No quality woman wants to be a man's mother. He should have been raised already. So honesty and being able to allow each other to be adults is very, very important to a woman of quality. Now, the third one is integrity. You know, say what you mean and mean what you say. It's pretty much simple, just like that. And that's because that isn't a character trait that is very, that a quality woman holds true for herself. An uncompromising sense of integrity is a wonderful and beautiful trait for that will attract a quality woman to your space. It doesn't mean, you don't make mistakes or anything like that, but definitely integrity. Mean what you say, what you mean, and mean what you say, and value honor. You know. Number 4, consistency. Being able to be the same consistent version of yourself, as far as like the core values. This doesn't mean that people don't change over time and we don't grow. Growth is an extremely important part of a relationship, but consistency, being the same, a lot of people say predictability is what murders a relationship. No, predictability does not murder a relationship, and it doesn't take away the spark. Consistency are certain things that a quality woman is looking for. Consistency is, it is like being independent. Is it, they meet you and you're a very independent person, and next thing you know, when they are getting to know you, you can't even keep a job, or you cannot stop lying. There has to be consistencies in these behaviors where you have and you consistently demonstrate or show up with integrity. You consistently show up as an honest individual. You consistently show up as an independent person of purpose. So those are extremely important. Or they, so that they can count on you. That doesn't mean that you can't surprise them with a different thing that you guys do, an event, a vacation. Things don't come up or anything like that. But consistency in your character is what that is about, and that doesn't take away from spontaneity. A quality woman is looking for the 5th thing that she's looking for. The ability to grow and change without drama, infidelity, and privacy. A lot of times when you're getting to know somebody, you're growing in a relationship. One of the most important things is being able to grow with that person and change. The way you met that person is not necessarily going to be the way that they're going to be all of their lives. Each person, as you're growing and you're getting older with, both needs change. The dynamics of where you are definitely do change. If you met that person and you guys got married, or you met that person and you are good friends and stuff, and then you migrate into a love relationship, things have to change when you are in a love relationship. That means that, the people that you may have used to hang out with, the single people, who get you in trouble all the time, you're not going to be hanging out with them, or you're going to create an environment where you can still be engaged with those individuals, but not in a compromising way that it will compromise your relationship. When you begin to have kids, you can't be out there partying and stuff like that. Once you're married, you're out there partying, you have kids, you have responsibility. A quality woman is looking for a man that she can see in all areas of her life, and over time grow with that person and change with that person as the environment or as the circumstances fit. Not bringing drama into your life, unnecessary drama. Quality woman is looking for where there is not going to be drama there. And I'm not going to expound on that. But that's definitely an important aspect. That doesn't mean that conflict is not going to arise, but keeping the drama down, unnecessary issues that are not worked out, be addressed. Also important communication throughout the entire relationship is extremely important. And privacy. Being able to work out your issues in private, where it's not on blast with friends and other people, and talking through what you guys are going through. It's a very important thing to maintain privacy of your relationship between both parties. Quality, a quality woman, especially a quality feminine woman, that is a valuable asset for the relationship to have. And lastly, and this should go without saying, but it's definitely one of those things that's very important, fidelity. Once you decide that you're going to be in a relationship with one another, each party is a quality woman. She wants a quality man that owns and takes responsibility for her heart, because that's a big thing to be able to give access to, being vulnerable, and vice versa, I'm sure. A lot of times in relationships, things happen and infidelity does creep in. At that point, it has compromised every area of your life, and those relationships are unsustainable. But for a quality woman, fidelity is very important, because a quality feminine woman who is about her business, with that last element is compromised or breached, that definitely will, annihilate the entire commitment in the relationship, and she will not want to continue or sustain that type of relationship. So the last one, number 6, and the final one, fidelity, is definitely an important part of the relationship. People want to say that, once infidelity happens, it builds into the relationship insecurities that are hard to overcome. The first two, the second and third element, which is honesty and integrity. So again, let me just kind of go over. The first one is independence and purpose, is the first element that a quality woman is looking for. The second one would be honesty, the third being integrity, the fourth being consistency, and the fifth being the ability to grow and change without drama, inclusion of communication, the removal of any type of infidelity, and the support of privacy. Lastly, a relationship of fidelity. I hope these tips kind of gave you an insight of what a quality feminine woman is looking for. Like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you like some of the elements that we talked about and you'd like to talk a little bit more, leave some comments in the comment section. I look forward to our next dialogue. Bye.